Welcome to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video. This is your host, JustCMTexx, and I'm back, and boy, oh boy, it is that time again, and we are going to go over the recent changes that have been announced to regions, War of Champion, War Season 3, rewards, everything, man. Let's go ahead and actually get into this. Just posted by Invisinerd. And it says, hello survivors, we have seen many questions about what War Season 3 will bring, how War will change, War of Champions will work, and what's in store next when it comes to the pinnacles of competition in the road to survival. So we want to share the important details with you. So War Season 3 begins November 11th. At 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and it ends February 13th of 2022 at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So the gray market is open from November 12th to February the 11th Pacific Standard Time of 2022. So it says War Season 3 will last roughly 3 months and conclude with the War of Champions for all qualified factions. Factions who do not qualify will have a standard cross-region war that weekend with no implications or Season 3 token rewards. Faction war points earned in cross-region war will contribute towards your faction's ability to qualify for War of Champions at the end of the season. Blitz wars will not contribute to War of Champion qualifications. Okay. We have revamped and updated the war rewards going forward in ranked rewards, solo milestones, and faction mission events. See below. Season tokens can be earned from ranked rewards and war faction missions during both cross-region war and blitz war and used in the War Season 3 gray market. So, the War Season 3 exclusive mythic toon is Romanoff. He will debut with War Season 3. Players will be able to war for Season 3 war tokens to spend in the War Season 3 gray market along with Romanoff. Previous war exclusive fighters will also be included in the, with gold mythic tokens and more. I think that's actually a good idea, so you can be able to work your way towards Kapoor if you want to limit break 3 Kapoor and things of that nature. Erica, I think this is actually pretty good. So check out Romanoff exclusive art and his full kit here. We'll go ahead and do that in a separate video because I think that this war toon is really good. I think he's going to be really good, and he's going to fit right into this defensive meta that we're currently in. Now, here's what the War Season 3 gray market's going to look like. We have war tokens, 55,000 tokens, which is what it costs for a toon. The premier toon in the store as well. You got a limit of 5 now, so you can get 5 of them. Wow. Okay, and then you have 1,000 gold mythic tokens. It costs 2,500 war tokens. You can get up to 60, collect 60 of those, and then you have 500 elite item tokens. Cost 750 war tokens. You get up to 100 of those, so a lot of war. And you'll be able to obtain these too. Now, here's the schedule for War Season 3. Date and times are tentative, subject to change, for unseen futures. So we have that the first war, it looks like we're going to have 6 of them leading up to cross-region war. The first one will be the 12th of November through the 14th. The second one is the 26th through the 28th. The third is the 10th through the 12th. The fourth one is the 31st through the 1st of January, 2nd of January. Then we have the 14th through the 16th, 28th through the 30th, and then the 11th through the 13th, which it looks like it's still on that 2-week rotation, so nothing has changed there. But I'm thinking that there's going to be some blitz wars in between, but those, once again, blitz wars will not count towards, the qualifying for the cross-region war, which is understandable. Now, War of Champions, let's go ahead and read through this. The top 100 factions who accumulate the most faction points during the 6 qualifying region wars of Season 3 will head to the War of Champions to compete on the weekend of February the 11th. Wow. This is big. This is big, man. This is big. Top 100 factions be able to compete. Okay. Qualifying factions will transfer to exclusive War of Champion regions, where the grand finale all-out war event will take place to determine the champions. Nice. After each cross-region war, we will share the total accumulated season scores of the top 100 factions to reveal the qualifying ranks to players. Okay. So that's good. You constantly get that stream of updates coming in and everything like that, so you know where your faction lands and stuff. That's pretty good. So we have that. The War of Champion qualifying prizes include exclusive War Veteran art on an exclusive copy of Gold Mythic Romanov. Okay. You can get a sneak peek and the Romanov spotlight here. 5 Paragon mods, War of Champions top rank rewards. So the top 3 factions in the final War of Champions all-out war will win exclusive War of Champion 3 avatars. So the first top 3 places will get an exclusive War of Champion avatars. Now, here's where the uniqueness come in, and I think this is nuts. This is pretty dope. War of Champion first place weapon rewards. The War of Champion winner will receive an exclusive 5-star War of Champion weapons shortly after the War of Champions. Not only will this weapon have a unique art, but the winning faction will have that special 5-star weapon named after the faction and rewarded to all its members. That is absolutely dope. So you win War of Champions, you get this weapon named after your faction. That is absolutely amazing. Let me know down in the comments who you guys think is going to be your early favorites for War of Champions. We have some really good dominant groups out there like Biohazard, things of that nature. You know, it's people who are really good with war, really top factions, and that would be kind of cool to see that name on a weapon and that design there. So I think that is actually good, man. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think too. So to further celebrate factions achievement as best in the game, all players in the game will have an opportunity to purchase this War of Champions weapon for a limited time. Okay, that is good. So then not only do the team get it with their name stamp on it, you'll be able to have that weapon as well. I think that is really good. I like this. Okay, this seems like they're going in the right direction, right? The Walking Dead team will provide the art and stats of this weapon and will attach the winner's name. The winner will not influence the weapon design. Okay, understandable. For the weapon to be named after the winning faction, the faction's name must adhere to our terms of service. Scopely reserve the right to reject a faction weapon naming reward if its name violates terms of service. Understandable. You don't want something out there like booty lickers or something. You know, you want it to be decent so that it can be able to represent your game. I definitely understand that, right? In addition to everything listed above, we're excited to announce the all-new War of Champions Hall of Fame. That's going to be dope. A new tab inside the museum will celebrate and immortalize each War of Champion winner each season moving forward in game. This is just an early sneak peek of what we have in store for our War of Champion winning rewards. Okay, more updates to follow as season 3 progresses. So we got the region waves. Let's see what's taking place with these region waves now. With these big changes to war seasons, and now the War of Champions happening after each season, we want to also make some big changes to the way region transfers work to make War of Champions more accessible to all players. Okay, we're happy to announce that the wave system of region movements is being retired on November 2nd. Wow, that is big. Now you can be able to move and go wherever you want to go, man. I want to see what some of these combinations are going to look at, especially with some of the top heavy factions. This could be a good thing. It could also be a bad thing, because then you have just the top players and powerhouse factions, you know. So we will have to see how this is going to turn out, what that balance is going to do and shift in the game, right? So starting with War Season 3 and moving forward, players and factions will be less restricted on the region they would like to call home. Almost all regions will be open for players to move to, with the exception of a few newer regions to promote a better experience for those players. We are hoping this change will foster easier recruitment and social interaction in all of our communities and regions. This also means War of Champions will be made accessible to the vast majority of players, factions, and regions. War of Champions will no longer be exclusive to specific regions, with the exception of Bradley. Cross-region war matchups will not be grouped by wave and will change from war to war to bring diverse sets of opponents and matchups throughout the war season. So these wave 3, wave 2 factions, we about to start facing some of these heavy hitters too. No problem, we up for the challenge. Let's get it. You can find more details on this in the war matchup section below. Finally, removing the wave system and providing a War of Champion competition also means the qualifying playing field must be identical for everybody. With that in mind, the region you are in will no longer dictate the rewards and war experience you receive. Nice. This means all rank rewards, milestone rewards, and war configurations will be identical for all regions, including if it's an 8 versus 8 or 6v6 war event. The exception is being Bradley, who will have all-out wars. All right, understandable. So with this region transfer system, with the end of the wave system, we will be unlocking free movement for the majority of players and will be resetting transfer cooldowns and sending players a free transfer key on November 2nd. Region transfers will only be restricted by a 60-day transfer cooldown during the war season. 195 regions will now be free to move between one another. Bradley, the region where new players start their road to survival, will be open for outbound transfers only. We want to ensure their war experience involves matchups with other players of similar age and strength within the Bradley region. I like that they're doing this because those new guys coming in can absolutely get destroyed if they're not in a region that's going to protect them. So this is absolutely a good thing here. Now, for this reason, players cannot transfer to Bradley. All right. To ensure players have time to recruit and transfer, we will there will be no faction events running between November 1st and November 12th. Nice. Okay, so it's gonna be all single events. Makes sense. So you can start building your factions and preparing yourself for these war seasons that are coming along. I want to know, and I want to see, you know, down below in the comments, who you think gonna be moving. Who are some of the top players in the game that you think gonna be rotating in and out of factions, just to put themselves in a better position to be the top team in the War of Champions that's coming. I'm really, really excited about this. I think this is a good thing. And let's go ahead and keep looking at this now. So with this change coming into place, there has to be some region mergers. So makes sense. You have lower activity regions. You want to merge them. So it says that the Walking Dead team has identified 35 low activity regions that will begin to be phased out over time. These regions currently face a shortfall of players, which can lead to factions being unable to compete in a very quiet global chat. Makes sense. We will be giving these players the opportunity to join newly open regions that will provide a more active base for better faction recruitment and social interaction. List of regions being phased out is below. So players in these regions will receive this free gift for moving to one of the newly regions: 20 Benedicts, 250k military supplies, 8 Liliths, 5 war refills. Just a little small gift for them moving to another region. Players in this region can begin to join one of these newly open regions on November 2nd and can claim this reward as a free offer in the shop upon arrival in a new region. The 35 phased out regions will no longer run live events after November 11th, which means that players in these regions will not be able to participate in new events until they transfer to the new regions. Okay, makes sense. Condensing it, making it more competitive. I like it. Players from our 195 legacy regions will not be able to transfer to the three newly open regions or the regions being phased out. Now, let's look at this war setup. How they're going to match up these teams and how this is going to play out. So with all of this news come concern about how we'll begin grouping regions to compete against one another. We understand that it's very important when it comes to World Champion competition. So we want to be clear. Starting with War Season 3, there will be a total of 198 regions that will be grouped together across 13 different groupings for each cross-region war and blitz war. See the full list in the War Season 3 War of Champions region section below. Okay. The exceptions are the 35 phased out regions who will not be included in the war grouping, and we have the Bradley region, which is for new players. Bradley will still have an all-out war event among Bradley factions when war events are happening, but we will not have any qualifying opportunities for War of Champions. However, Bradley is open for players to leave at any time they wish to join a War of Champion crown. Makes sense. So you can be able to transfer out of Bradley, you just can't go into Bradley. All right. Each war group will have no more than 16 regions within it. Nice. Our goal is to ensure every group has a similar number of active factions competing with each other in each cross-region war, so regions in certain groups are not too much or of a disadvantage or advantage when it comes to competing for rewards. The regions in a group will be switched after each cross-region war in order to provide a number of diverse opportunities throughout the war season. All right. In order to promote competitive fairness throughout the war season, we will no longer communicate the exact region matchups of cross-region war ahead of cross-region war. Players will find out the regions they match when war begins. Okay. So it's that bit of surprise there as well too. Understandable. I don't totally like that, but you know, because it helps you with your strategy and stuff, but I definitely get it. All right. Now, this war format. Let's go ahead and look at how this war format is going to play out. Cross-region war will always employ 8v8 maps and run 48 hours. Blitz wars 24 hours and may employ 6v6 or 8v8. War energy will remain at 8 max. Oh, war energy refills will reward 8 energy. That's enough for you to run around. Oh, I like that. I like that. I like that. First repair will be 15 seconds. For 8v8, 4 mercenaries will be available after 5 minutes. 6v6, 3. Okay. War strongholds will vary on war-to-war basis and will be communicated close to each war events. In closing, we want to say thank you to our entire span of players across all of our regions. We humble every day by your passion and grateful to see you surviving despite the harsh post-apocalyptic war-infested streets, walker-infested streets. We're looking forward to the new era for war on our road to survival together. Now, these are the regions being phased out. So if you are in one of these regions, you can transfer out, but you can't transfer in. So at any given time, you can go ahead and pause this video and look at one of these regions. These are the regions that you are going to have to transfer yourself out of and go to another region. All right. Now, so we have 3 newly open regions, inbound only: Claiborne, Rona, Roand, and Cumberland. All right. And this is awards for the War Season 3. 30,000 tokens, 26,400. So it looks like some of this stuff is still remaining the same. They have increased the numbers a little bit, but it's definitely going to be a tight rotation for these points. So they said they're not putting no more than 16 teams in a war. So the minimum you should be able to get is 18k tokens. All right. So after maybe 6 wars, let's say you finish your faction finished 20th, there's 6 wars, 18k, that at least be able to net you almost 2. And this is not counting any other rewards, but just from this, it'll be able to get you 2 of those Romanovs, pretty much, almost 2. Then war season blitz war. Okay, and these blitz wars are coming as well too. So finishing 16th get you 9k. So you'll be able to work your way to 2, possibly 3, just from finishing in the top 16 to 20 in the war season. And this doesn't even include us adding in these war rewards here for your milestones. So 5,000. So what it looks like the milestones is being kept. They're going up to 400,000, but you're now getting gold mythic tokens, which I think is really good, give you more pulls on the gold mythic wheel, and you're gonna get some war energy refills, which is pretty nice. Now, war season 3 milestones. Look here for the Blitz War. You get some more gold mythic tokens, so that's gonna work out pretty well. And this goes up to 200,000, but we have a couple more breakdowns in here that they kept from the previous Blitz War when they were testing stuff out. So it's looking really good, man. And then with Cross Region War as a faction, you're going to be able to get these rewards as a faction. Look, 100k military supplies, 100k military supplies, and you just gotta win. So this gives us 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. I lost count. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I believe it is. So you get 1.1 million military supplies. That's not bad at all. And then from the Blitz War, you'll get these rewards as well here. So this looked like it's shaping up to be a really good war. And this is what you get for being in the Bradley region, which is the newer region and everything here. So you just want to go ahead and make sure that your faction is placing very well, so that you can be able to receive those rewards, because this Kapoor, not Kapoor, this Romanov is really good, and got the all-out war here. So these are the regions that are going to be phased out as well. You just want to make sure that you're not in one of these regions, because after November 11th, you won't receive any rewards from these regions. So these are the regions here. You just want to go ahead and check through them. If you are in one of these regions, start making plans to go to another faction so that you can be able to get out of those regions. Now, here are the War Season 3 War of Champion regions. I am in Burke. It is a War of Champion region now, which has been really good. So these are the War of Champion regions right now. And you can transfer to one of these regions so that you can be able to compete in these qualifiers. Go to a nice little faction, be able to compete, man. So I am super excited for what is taking place here now with these new War of Champions and the War Season 3, how they have everything going, man. This is going to be really good. So we got our choice boxes here. Doesn't look like anything changed with the choice boxes as far as the gear and everything like that, with the GPS, the canteens, the knives. And this is what you have, man. This is crazy. We have a major thing coming upon us, man, with this new war, man. So I hope you and your faction are ready to grind. I just want to thank you guys for watching the video. This your boy JustCMTexx. Hit that subscribe button, notification bell, hit that join button. Little as 99 cents, man. Help support the channel, help support the content. This your boy JustCMTexx, man. Peace.